my channel. I'm your creator of fun, whimsy, and the occasional chaos, Heather. Disclaimer for my new and old friends, as usual. My family and I live in a small apartment. My 14-year-old daughter's homeschooled. I've got noisy ferrets, a husband, and myself with weird hours. Today also, since this is part two of part one of my AliExpress haul, my landlord also has people doing some work on the apartment this weekend. If you are watching it this weekend, that's why. Like I said, my landlord has some people painting, putting down some of those rubber things on the steps so nobody slips. So you might hear some pounding in the background. I know you're going to hear the TV because my husband and daughter are watching TV. So we'll get to it. And I'll switch you down here so you can see what other goodies I got from AliExpress. Alrighty, guys, ladies and gents, children of all ages, here we go, on with the show. I got, these are actually, of all strange things, like I know I used to get my nails done, that weird intro, but I used to get my nails done. I mean, I occasionally still do, but I've never gotten, like, these little kind of dooflickies on my nails. I was always afraid. Honestly, it wasn't even always afraid, but, like, I never knew people did this until I started going through the, yeah, I saw on TV shows, but that's TV. That ain't real life. Started going through the AliExpress and Temu queue lines with all the different the products and that, and scrolling through. I'm like, yeah, and it says, I can't. Well, I would tell you, but I can't read Japanese. Basically, from what I read from when I was looking at the items, these are nail gems. I figured I'm not doing my own nails to do this, because I think, and this is only my opinion, I'm not here to offend anyone, but these are ridiculous, putting them on your nails. I've even seen some while I was scrolling, of teddy bears that are like this big, people are putting on their nails, and then their nails are like out to here. Like, how do you wipe your butt? How do you keep clean? How do you do your hygiene without, like, if you're doing your private part? You know, it's the things you think of. But these I use on, like, I mean, I'm not really gonna honestly do anything with this statue. This is just one of my props. My decorations, whatnot. Sometimes when I'm doing some of my fairy gardens, fairy gardens, fairy scenes, woodland type scenes. Yeah, this is really nice how the statue that I purchased or whatever and that, it looks really nice, but sometimes I feel that some of the statues that I get need a little bit something extra. So instead of just adding like a different statue of an animal or something to that effect, yeah, granted, butterflies and dragonflies and stuff like that are animals, but just a little touch for, like, when the light will hit, it'll shine a little. So that's what I get these for. And I like them, I really do. Like, I even put them on my wishing wells to even put on the artificial flowers, just to give it a little bit of a sparkle, where I won't have to worry about, like, if I put glue or something like that on the artificial flower or on the moss, that it's going to lose its integrity. Because some of my earlier fairy gardens, I was trying to find a way to make them indoor-outdoor. I would say that it's a possible success, but I did not like how, as the fairy gardens, because I still have a couple of the ones that I did when I first started doing fairy gardens, I didn't like how the integrity of the flowers got. It basically, like, when I sprayed the clear coat Scotch Guard type stuff on it, it just it made them look like the flowers. Like I just dunked a ton of glue. Like they were all choppy and mishmashed and just not very appealing at all. These are another batch of stuff that I got. Because yeah, I've played around with modeling clay to make 3D images. Like I've made little fairy huts with modeling clay. This was actually one of my free items. If you look it up, if you're interested in it, $1.77 and you get 100 pieces of random strawberry, and these are also considered nail charms. They're considered flat back nail charms. Come to think of it, you could also use them if, I mean, okay, yeah, if you're going to use them as nail charms, whatever. But, or to embellish a craft piece. You could always use them for scrapbooking. If you don't use paper art items, or you want to use them mixed media type with hard and with well, these are plastic resin, with resin items. And as you can see, I've got all different kinds of, I've got some butterflies, some extra butterflies I can use. This one here got Hello Kitty type stuff, unicorns, another ice cream with another Hello Kitty and Friends type character. You got some cherries, watermelon.
Hey, you ever watch all kind of Febreze commercials?
Different little hearts. And there's my husband with his Febreze commercials. This cute little rainbow. Hey, and if this would have come in before my craft show, my Easter craft show, little Easter bunny type animal, little teddy bear. Oops, as I throw him. Little teddy bear. They even have like, they even have the mixed media type. Oh, what is this? Is it another bunny? Yeah, it's just a different color bunny. A little blue to it. There's even a little cherry. But they have in these little random mixed pieces. Sometimes you can get ones that are like gummy bears. I mean, they're all still considered nail art, but it's just all in what you want to do with it. I mean, and like I said, there's 100 pieces in this one, and I think in the other one there was like maybe 50. Yeah, I mean, this would be fun for like even some summertime crafting areas. Like, I would even think with like the popsicles, not lollipops, but the popsicles and stuff. You add them to another statue or something. Get like a Hollywood, not Hollywood, a summertime, a cool, interesting summertime theme. I mean, it's all in what you want to do with it. And like and for the price, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to anybody. Like, my husband is, and you'll see it on my posts. My husband was asking, well, Heather, do you think you should stop doing your haul videos because somebody from around the area sees the things you're hauling and the things that you're making? I look at it no differently than going to a wholesale type warehouse or crafter online place and buying in bulk. It's just in this issue, I don't have, and in this instance, I don't have to buy in bulk if I don't want to. I can just buy what I choose to and not have to spend an arm or leg and not also go and put that cost over to my people my customers that are buying my products. I mean, maybe I'm old school, maybe I'm like basically an old school country girl, but that's how I was raised. My grandparents raised me not to screw with people. And to me, like, charging retarded amounts for stuff, yeah, I'm here to make a profit. Most people might say, hey, you're here to make maybe a killing on that profit. That's not me. I'm not here to screw over somebody. And if I can get something at a cheaper cost, and I can give that cost to my clients, my customers that come to the craft shows that I attend, I'm gonna do that. Anyway, here's my cute alien that one of my cute aliens that I got. In her paint me like your French girls pose. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with her, but she is going to be in a piece featured at the Kecksburg UFO Days at the Kecksburg Volunteer Fire Department in Kecksburg, Pennsylvania. Yeah, this is going to be part of one of my pieces that's going to be featured there. And honestly, too, like, and my husband's like, well, so make go and find out how much you're paying for this stuff. Yeah. The only, I don't know, maybe I'm going to give away my secret, but to me, it's not a secret. It's just good business. I may not be a millionaire. I might not end up being a millionaire, but to me, it's good business. Like, okay, I'm not exactly saying what all my prices are. Certain things that I think, oh, are a decent price, I'm gonna let you know. You know, I don't think it's gonna hurt me. But, and I'll product review and stuff. And I don't honestly care if anybody finds out where I get my products, like the pieces to my products. Yeah, I shop the Dollar Tree. I shop Dollar General for my for pieces to my products. I shop Temu. I shop AliExpress. I look for different places. Like I've written down from some of my other folks that I watch on Temu, my diamond painting ladies. Hi, Carrie. But my diamond painting ladies that I watch different stuff that they go to, and I write down the different places they go. I haven't explored them yet, like the different craft places that they predominantly go for their crafting, their diamond painting items and accessories. Those places also, if I'm not mistaken, there might be potential that they sell crafting items like that, like my statues and my miniatures and stuff that I do with my fairy gardens, my terrariums. These ones here are going to be these little alien. Oops, hold on. The moon just fell. With these aliens that I have here. I think these are the green ones. But they glow. These ones, like I said, all this stuff I got from AliExpress. 10 pieces. I got 2 sets of them. One glows blue, one glows green. Not quite sure which one glows which. I think this is the green one I opened it up because I had to see it. And I'm pretty sure I put it in the right box. But it didn't say on the outside of the box whether it was green or blue. But it says basically these are cute glow-in-the-dark plant accessory, alien, planner, stylish, decorative crafts for cabinet, desks, yard, home. Yeah, and it shows in the picture on both. I believe you could get these also from Temu, but it shows them both in like little planners, little scenes in a planner. Not what I'm going to use it for. These are my little dudes. Dudettes, I don't know. They look like dudes because they're just aliens. I don't know how to sex an alien. I mean, yeah, I did grow up around Kecksburg, where the Alien Festival originated due to the 1965 UFO landing crashing in a farm field in Kecksburg, not far from my grandparents' great-grandparents' home in Lysippus, Pennsylvania. But anywho, these are my well, minus the moon spacecraft, moon-style spacecraft. Nine actual alien figures, plus their little ship, so 10 figures. Adopt them. That's my thoughts and theories. I'm gonna have them for adoption. It's gonna be my adopt an alien craft. How it's gonna turn out, I'm not sure. But I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna adopt them. It'd be cute. It's a thought. It's just a novelty gag. How you wanna put it? I just think it'd be cute and funny. Funny, fancy, however you wanna put it. But yeah. And that way, if I remember to put on this sticker glow in the dark, if I don't, somebody's gonna get freaked out when they see on the shelf that the sucker's glowing. But hey, it's me. Sometimes I have those blonde moments, senior moments. We all do. Of course, sometimes I think I have them more often than most, but I can't complain. It does no good. So, yeah, like I said, these are, and they're the same as that characters, whether they're in blue or the green. They're the same ones. Same size. There really wasn't anything different. I did check them out. Like I said, that's why they kind of like puked all out when I opened the container. But these are my little peoples. My little aliens that are going to be up for adoption. That will now not fit back in the box because I can't wrap them. Alright. And also, I'm coming to more of my free gifts. I showed you that it was called that strawberry mix with all the different little cones and that. This also was one of my free gifts. Oh, I didn't know that they had one that was already. And I printed it out. Shucks. We needed a battery tester at home. It was a free gift. Not complaining. You may think it's all in Chinese, Japanese language. But, however, it does have English. English is probably on these instructions. Well, I printed out from the actual website. It said, please print out instructions. So I did, just in case we wouldn't have gotten any. So I do have the instructions printed out in English for this. So we can actually use this, and I can let y'all know how well it works, if you're interested. And on for my next review, which was the actual gift. Oops. I disappeared. Okay. The actual gift. That was part of the stuff that I got. That was the free gifts that I had to pay for to get the free gifts. I got a ruler. I don't know if any of y'all that do diamond paintings have tried this. There's the metal ruler. I don't know if they have it in any kind of other material, but I got a metal one from AliExpress. It's called a one piece 240, which was the largest one that I could get from what I saw for my free gifts and stuff. Which this wasn't free. I did pay $2.12 for it. It says it's a dime painter ruler, point drill ruler, DIY needlework accessory, blah, 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 blah. And it's silvery. It's metally, too. Anywho's. I think my husband's having a mental breakdown. Anyways. But I did try these, like, a couple of different ways. Because I thought maybe, you know, just to get a feel of what using this instead of freehand. Just to get... I don't know if it's what I want to say because I'm getting distracted a little bit. But I wanted like I figure if I'm selling pieces and not like getting them, you know, mounted on a canvas. I want my diamonds a little bit straighter than what I can do myself. At least I feel myself that I can do. So, I got this roller to try. I checked like the reviews. I looked at the reviews and whatnot of it. What I can tell you of my review of it, it's very easy to use. If you're using, in my opinion, if you're using a single placer, it's very easy to use. Because, I have to show you that. I don't know how to show you this, but I'm trying. Because this is my first, at least my first type review that I'm going in depth on the review on the item. The pros is it makes your diamond painting area that you're doing straighter and neater. I don't like if I could find a ruler that is maybe a little bit bigger, a little bit wider than the areas that I diamond paint, like wider towards like maybe half the area that I diamond paint. It might be a little bit more faster for me to use. Because I did have to take my time comparatively of what time I usually take on my own freehanding and then using my my straightening spacer tool here. But I gave it a college try. I used it on this side, that side, this side, and of course this side. So like I said, the pros of it, it's easy to use if you're a single placer person. It is easy to use too if you use a multi-placer. You just got to make sure you're within the grids. So in its use, I call that like the ease of the use. If you've not used one of these diamond placer rollers, the ease of use is good. That I would consider that a pro. It makes your rows very straight, very neat. What I would say would be a con is even though it's easy to use with a single placer and a multi-placer, as with like placement on, I mean, you'll hear a pop like you would if you were using the square drills, how they pop in place. Well, you hear that when it goes onto the grid. What I find is an issue, and it's a bit, for me, it's kind of a large style con. If you can see, you kind of have to push with your fingers to make sure that they stay, even though this is a very sticky canvas, to stay onto the diamond painting surface and onto your painting. You get little clingers. I call them clingers in the grid. So then you have to end up laying the grid back down and popping them out with your diamond painting pen or some other type of tool. And that to me is kind of a con because, as you see here, this one when I popped it, it popped onto the next area. yeah, you can just push it down there, no biggie. And then I still have 2 stragglers on the grid that I have to replace where they need to go. And some of this area here with this product, they've moved from where they're supposed to be aligned. So you have to be, and even prior to this too, I rolled it with my little roller to lock in these diamond drills. But other than that, like, it does make a very nice, neat area for your project, especially with some of these lower budget canvases that you're getting from Temu and AliExpress. Like this one here came from Temu. This is actually my project for this month for Diamond Grandma's event. I get confused because there's 2 projects, I think hers is tail feathers, 25. Because there's also another one, I think, out there for all feathers. And I forget who I watched their channel, their YouTube channel. And I forget who's actually doing that one. But it has to do with birds and angels, things with wings, whatnot. Diamond Grandma's, I do believe it's angels, birds. Oh, I have it written down somewhere. Anyways, I remember it's like has angels and birds. And I think the all feathers is anything with wings. So, I mean, I have really honestly no complaints about how it turns out. It's just the process. The process takes a little longer. You have to be a little bit more careful. I mean, I am a careful diamond painter, but like you have to be just, and you may have to also use, like I used up here a little bit, to like your straightener spacer to where it's come up and to just get it back in place to make it look neat. I don't know really much else. I mean, to say about it, I mean, it's a good product for what it is. Like I said, pros, it's neat. It makes your project neat and orderly. It also makes it, if you have bad eyes like myself, on certain ones of these canvases, like this one is all black for their numbers and letters and that. So it makes it a little easier, and I don't miss as many drills, and I don't have to go back into that color when I'm done. When I'm done with that color, that number, that letter, however you want to look at it. But I don't have to go back and go, oh, I'm missing 3 or 4 different drills because I didn't see them. This does help me see them when I have my overhead light on, because, like I've said before, I'm afraid to use a light pad because I am very heavy-handed when it comes to diamond painting, and I'm afraid I'd crack that pad, which in my brain would be cash in the trash, because if I break it, then I can't use it. And I don't think it would have worked well if I'd go and after if it cracked or something and put tape on it so nobody could cut. I don't think it would work as well. So, like I said, this is good to keep that straight. And like I use one of these gooseneck lamps over top of my diamond painting, because I currently am on I currently work night shift. Like I have on my page, I'm in healthcare.
You're really freaking straight.
The nature of the beast is like my current shift is night shift, because that works out that I can get to my craft shows. Yeah, I end up being tired, and I just started. Like, I'm just starting this new job, which is a night shift job. I've always had problems sleeping, yada yada yada. So it just works out a little better for me. So whereas if my kid's sleeping for school, and my husband's, since, like I said, our apartment's small. If my kid's sleeping, she doesn't see the light from the ring light and another crafting light that I have that I use for lighting when I do my videos, and normal crafting when I'm crafting during the hours when everyone's up. Or even, like, sometimes I will use the one and not use my ring light when I'm doing some crafting. But I like crafting for shows, like if I'm really behind, or, you know, nature of the beast. But the smaller light doesn't bother either one of them while they're sleeping, and I can still see what I'm doing once I lose light from the bathroom and kitchen. I can actually see the keys and the letters and the numbers while I'm diamond painting. So, but yeah, this is a good tool for that, and making it easier for me to see and align things. The cons of it, like I said, is when you lift up the diamond paintings, the area that you've just diamond painted, sometimes the drills tend to stick in the holes and come with you. And also, because of it being such thin metal, you get little paper cuts. I had like one or two the other night when I was using it. I think it's on my other finger. But other than that, and the fact that it's smaller. Like if it was, like I said, if the area was a little bigger, it would be a little bit more. I think it would be a better product. But I could think of a pro that you could use it for. Like if you want to, but I don't know of anybody that, there might be some people that diamond paint like that. If you wanted to lift up your whole entire covers and just do your edging, and then use the individual release papers on the areas that you're not diamond painting. That way you can frame it and have at least your frame straight, and then fill in from there. That might be a potential pro for using this. Because, I mean, that's basically what I do for my square. I started framing it just to keep it straight and in line and whatnot. So that's all I got, and that's my review of this diamond painting roller. Let me know what you guys think. If you've ever tried a diamond painting roller, how you feel about it. If you have the same issues of pros and cons, or the same opinions of the pros and cons of this product that I do, feel free to comment in the comment section of this video. So, like I said, that's all I got for you in my part 2 of my AliExpress haul. So, in closing, as always, if you like my channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to give a big thumbs up or thumbs down if you like or dislike this video. Also, click on that little bell icon down below if you want to be notified and keep updated on my channel when I post anything new. Videos, polls, whatnot. Also, we here at because you never know what personality of mine's going to be coming out, at Notorious Whimsical Creations, we appreciate shares, likes, comments. Leave your comments down below. We just want to know how we're doing, how we can improve this channel, what you like and dislike. Also, let me leave you with my final thought, as always. So, with a world full of unpleasantness, try to keep your life filled with fun and things that make you happy, and sparkle them with a saddle of whimsy. Next time, YouTube land.